Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you're so welcome. Today I have with me, as you can see, is a very special guest, and this is not her first time here.
No.
She has given us and dished out so many, goodies. Today she's going to be doing better, taking it to the next level. And I know many of you have been rushing to her DM and asking her questions, but she's here to, answer some more questions with us today. So,
Hi everyone, and thank you for stopping by and watching this video. My name is Sheyi, and I'm a human resource professional. Recently moved to Canada. I'm an international student. I'm studying human resources management, and happy to be here, guys.
yay! Welcome. So, say
Yeah.
part two.
Part 2.
Today we'll be showing you step-by-step guide on how to apply to schools in Canada for your postgraduate studies. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned.
Keep watching.
Yeah. So if you've not seen our last video, which we did about the first step to take if you know you want to go study abroad, any country at all, for any course, there are some things you have to do. So if you've not watched that video, watch that. That's like a prerequisite to this. But then, so we'll be continuing from there.
Yeah, for sure. So the last video we had talked about the differences between university and colleges. And I mean, once we've talked about the differences, the question now is, how do we, so if you've decided that, okay, you want to study in a university or you want to study in a college, how do I go about it? You probably know the course you want to do already, you know the school, so it's about going to the website, and you want to do it by yourself. That's, if you want to do it by yourself, that's definitely why you're watching this video. And I'm just going to put a little disclaimer. This informational session is strictly for Ontario. Each province in Canada has its own educational system, in quotes, how they administer education from kindergarten up onto post-secondary education. So I would be speaking based on what happens in Ontario. So universities and colleges in Ontario, they have their own main website.
Okay.
So there's actually, and that's very interesting, like all the information that you need is in one place. So wait a second, I think just to be sure, there are about 23 public universities, 24 colleges, and over 400 registered private career colleges in Ontario
only
alone.
Wow.
Yes. And so there is a separate website for all the universities, and there's a separate website for all the colleges. And then depending on which school you want to apply to or you want to go to, then they have their own individual requirements. But if you want to see, the colleges and universities at a glance, they have their own dedicated website, and you will be linking
yeah, but dropping the link
the
to
website,
the website
yes,
in the
down
description
in the description below. So let's start with universities.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the site, Ontario Universities Info.ca. Yeah, that's the website. So this is the homepage for all the universities, and then you can see programs, what interests you. So if you're struggling to identify or decide on a program, yes, it can help you. And let's just quickly check it out. Let's see what that page gives us. This is fantastic. It says browse by category. So there are different areas, and this is alphabetical, as you can see. I'm just going to scroll down and not call it out. So under all this subject matter, you would see different courses, and of course from those courses you would see the universities that offer those courses. Now, so that's under programs, and then we can go check universities. Where are you going? So for those people who don't know which university to go and where which university is located, you have all the universities here.
Algoma.
Yes, Algoma.
Mountain.
Yes, and the thing is, so the one in black is the name of the university, and then you have the number of programs, and then you have the location. So some universities have multiple locations, and that's really great. So University of Waterloo, which I know you know, has there is what the Waterloo campus, then there's Waterloo Conrad, Waterloo Renison, Waterloo St. Jerome's, Waterloo St. Paul's. So that means they have 5 campuses. So that's really pretty much what it is. And Waterloo, the main Waterloo campus has 48 programs, and just like that. You have University of Ottawa, Queen's University. So these are all the universities in Ontario, not in Canada. So this is Ontario alone. And then you can just begin to look into each
one of them.
Yes, each one of them, So that's another way to go about it.
To search via program.
Yeah, so you can search via program and you can search via university. And then in terms of financing, fees and scholarship, there's also information on that. You can find the scholarship, if you know the name of the university you're interested in, how much you're looking to get in terms of scholarship, location. So all these filters can help you narrow down and get your information. Yes, And then, for instance, now this is also a great source of information. This has scholarships, and they already have some scholarships here. Yes, you can see the deadlines for applications. There's 712 scholarships. So for everyone, there's really no excuse. The internet is there, and for a country like Canada, they have all the information out in the open. There's nothing hidden. You just need to know where to look. And that's why Shay and I are here to help you to know where to look. We're going to drop the links down below, and then you can click and take your time to go through all the information. If you're in search of scholarship, here you can find scholarships and find what the scholarship requirements are. We'll probably maybe do another video on scholarships in general and how you can go about it. There's a lot of information out there these days, and a lot of communities and people doing good work in terms of sharing and yes, for scholarships. So just keep your ears wide open. But I also want to chip in here to say, in addition to all the information you're receiving, you also need to do your own research. It's very important to always do your own research, because all the information that you're hearing from different sources, they are not exhaustive. People are also doing their own research, and there's only so much research you can do. So you have to also go out there, to do research. I think this is an excellent resource, this website. So we'll just scrolling a little down. This is still for Algoma University, so obviously it's by it's in alphabetical order. Yeah. $5,000. Yes, $5,000. This John R. Rhodes Scholarship. I'm curious. So this is $3,000 renewable. That's probably $3,000 each year.
Really?
And that's not bad. $3,000 each year can, help take care of some things. So this is John R. Rhodes Scholarship, and it's available in Algoma University. There's a description of what the scholarship is about, how it came about, and then the recipient must have completed all of his or her qualifying requirements in their academic year prior to registering at Algoma U. I want to say something here. So it's not all scholarships that are available to you before you enroll in a school. And I think I mentioned that in my last video. Yes. Because a lot of people get stuck trying to get scholarship before they get into school. If you can work around it, find a way to get into school, and then when you are enrolled, you would be eligible for some scholarships. A word of caution: enrollment is not just the only requirement. You probably have to do well. Not probably. You must do well. Like maybe in a CGPA of 4.0, you have to have over 3.5. Cumulative grade point average. So that's very, very important.
So it's most likely not applicable to your first year.
So it might not be applicable in your first year or your first term. So in your first term, when you've not done exams and you've not had any results from your faculty, you may not be eligible for some sort of scholarship. So there's 712 scholarships, and there are different application requirements, for the scholarship. So that's also another tip. Another tip. So you can come into the school doing the program that you want to do, and then position yourself for scholarships within the school environment.
Yeah, I like the word position.
Yes. Okay, so I think we can go back. Yes, we can go to applications. So this part we just talk about general applications, what you need to know, and let's see which application is right for me. To apply to an Ontario university, you must submit an application through the Ontario University's Application Center. So just like I had said, for the colleges, and we will still talk about that, most of the universities have a body. You have to create a profile. Now we can't go ahead to do that for you today, because that would mean putting in our personal information, and that's not really advisable, so but it's very, very easy, guys. I need you to approach this process from a place of ease, because I've done it before, and it's not difficult. What you really need, and what it would take out of you, is time, which I believe everybody has. And if this is what you want to do, then you should be able to dedicate enough time to pursue this goal of yours. Okay, so, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Just go into the right portal, create your profile, find out what needs to be uploaded, gather your documentation, compress it into the right size, look at all the requirements, upload your documents, pay the application fee, and just wait for your admission letter to come through. It's really easy.
Like any other kind of application that you're doing online.
Yes.
Because most times there's always size constraint, and even if you're applying for a visa to travel, or you're doing something within your country, if you're applying online, it's like one of the same processes you have to go through. So
yeah. So this site is this is focused on undergraduate applications. So, but I'm sure by the time you navigate the site, you'll be able to see where you can do applications as an international student for postgraduate programs. So I think this is pretty much it. Let's see if we can just pick a school.
Okay.
Let's go back to universities.
Let's
go. Pick a school. Pick a school.
University of Waterloo.
Okay, University of Waterloo. So let's go this way, University of Waterloo, and it takes you to the actual website for University of Waterloo. Okay, so not quite actually, but this is still the Ontario University's info.cs, but this is the page for University of Waterloo, and has programs and majors, admission requirements, and all that. And then more information on choosing a university, and then you can see there are links and phone numbers and all that. Yes, that can help you. And then if you're like, oh, I want more, there is visit our website. So let's try and click on that, and it opens the new page and takes you into the U of W. Yes, U Waterloo. Yes, and so this is for undergraduate programs. Don't be afraid. So all you just need to do is navigate. It's just like you're going to browse, so just find a way to go to the postgraduate. So I'm gonna assume most of the people watching this will be doing a second degree, so that'll be postgraduate. So let's see. This is undergraduate programs. Let's get out of here. Let's look at programs. It's still undergraduate programs. So let's go back home to admissions. Let's see if we can see something on international. Now, right. So what would you like to study? Now there's undergraduate and there's graduate. Now if you don't tick any box, it's just going to give you both. Okay. So you need to select. So let's just select. Now come up with an area of interest. Why am I not surprised? Human Resources Management and say, find my program. Oh my God, nothing.
I think it's a science.
Subject area. So let's put business.
I think University of Waterloo is science focused.
Oh, they definitely, universities have a broader range of programs. Yeah. So we have
the
undergraduate and graduate. So we have business and entrepreneurship. We've got economics with co-op, economics with water. I'm not sure what that means. It's global governance. And so you can see all the business. So it is possible that the University of Waterloo, although I find it strange, but it seems University of Waterloo doesn't do programs in human resources. Or maybe it goes by another name. But now this is business. So here's what we found related to business. And you have business and entrepreneurship, economics. Let's go back. Let's see. I find it human resources pretty common. I find it yes, curious. Human resources. Yeah, no programs. They don't have. So that's it. So it's really about spending time to see what you want. I think at the end of the day, it's for you to decide what you want. Sure. It helps once you are able to identify the program that you want to study. It helps you narrow down
your options.
The options, you
So
know.
now
So
we know what
now we know University of Waterloo doesn't
have it.
yes, and then we can move on.
We can move on to another school.
Yeah.
Too bad. Too bad.
So that's for universities, and then now we'll just go do for colleges and see what it looks like. I don't have to stop it, do I?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I'll just cut it off.
And so here we are, ontariocolleges.ca. It's so you can see a very nice landing page. Available now. Programs start in 2022 to July 23. So August 2022 is the fall. So they're just saying the website is just letting you know that the current colleges in Ontario are currently taking applications for the fall session into next year, right? So now let's just go applying. If you go under applying, there's a lot of information there: how to apply Canadian applicants, how to apply international applicants, and international students we are. So let's click on that. Applying to college as an international student. And there's a lot of information. I'm not gonna read all this. It's just some information, and then there's a lot more information again, and then you can read all. You have questions on English proficiency, on student fees, immigration requirements, working as a student in Ontario. There's information. So if all those your random questions, just come here or just go into Google, and I'm sure this website will be like at the top or like top 10. So you know the information is out there. So let's see how to apply as an international student. There we go. And there's a little congratulatory message. Congratulations on deciding to apply to an Ontario college.
Just like we said,
these people have a way of making you feel very good about yourself, that you're making a good decision.
And just like we said, we have to make a decision. Now you decided, that means your plan.
Yes.
You're trying to work towards it.
So here are a list of all the colleges in Ontario. Again, Algonquin, Cambrian, College Boreal, Candor College, Centennial, Conestoga College, Fanshawe, Durham, Confederation College, Fleming, George Brown, Georgian, Humber, La Cité, Lambton College, Loyalist College, the Missioner Institute, Mohawk, Northern College, Salt College, Seneca, Sheridan, St. Clair, St. Lawrence College, Niagara College, Canada. These are all colleges in Ontario. Okay, so all you need to do is just select the college you want. I'm going to select Conestoga College because that's where I go. and it takes you straight to the international student admissions page. I love that this process is very straightforward. It doesn't like confuse you. And if you want to go back all the way to the main colleges, Ontario College's homepage, it takes you back. Of course, you just, so application instructions, everything is there. It tells you if you're an applicant, you're doing it by yourself. It says, please submit all new applications through the Ontario College's International Applicant Portal. And then you go to the portal. Let's see what the portal looks like. This is what it looks like. It's loading. And then it says enter your email.
Yeah, so
If you don't if you don't have an account, you have to create one. And it's just like creating an account online. They just ask you username, password, and some questions about yourself. Very easy process. It's nothing to be worried about. And you follow all the prompts and upload all the required documents, make your payment, and you're done. So here it says within the Ontario Colleges.ca international portal, which is where we just went, you can create an international application to Conestoga College. You can view a list of applicable programs. So in there again, you can view all the programs. You can pay the $100 application fee, submit an application for review. So maybe you apply for a course and you're like, oh my God, I don't want that course anymore. I want another course. You can come back to your portal and change your course. And that's if your application hasn't been processed. So if it's been processed, then you probably there's another route for that, but that's not what we're talking about.
Out of scope.
Yes, it's out of scope. That's not what we're talking about today. And then you upload your supporting documentation, which is your transcript and all of that. And then you can view the status of your application. Once you are accepted, this is also where you would print out your letter of acceptance or download it. This is also where you would either accept or reject the offer. You do everything on the portal.
And also, what's that word for?
Deferring. Yes. So I will just share a little story. When I applied to come in the winter term of 2021 because we're in 2022. Yes, in the winter term of which is January 2021. But of course, there was a delay in the processing of my
visa.
my study permit. So the visa didn't come through on time, so I had to defer. So you would come back to the portal, and there would be a place for you to defer. Again, I'm going to say, do not be afraid and do not feel like you have to be confused. This process is really very easy. Just by going to the portal, you are able to see what you can do, the steps that you can take, and then there's always also a button that you can press on email that says if you need more inquiries, just
contact them.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very easy and seamless process. Please do not let anyone make you feel like it's not an easy process.
Don't feel bad.
Unless you absolutely do not have the time or you don't have the bandwidth for it and you would rather an agent do this for you. But this is something you can absolutely do by yourself. I mean, it took me less than an hour to apply, if I recall. I don't recall feeling exhausted or stressed out. Yes, yeah, because that's how we feel sometimes. Like when we, at the prospect of doing something we're not familiar with, we also start feeling some sort of confusion, frustration, and stress. But I just want to, for some people who are maybe struggling with finances, you need all the money you can get, and you're just feeling like, can I do this on my own? Yes, you can do it on your own. Okay, and lastly, update your personal information. And again, there's more information, letting you know that applications are processed timely. And I say yes, this is true. It's usually a couple of weeks to about a month, depending on how popular the program is and how popular and reputable the school is as well. Some schools get more applications than others for different reasons, maybe because of location and weather and all that. Some schools are more popular than others, for different factors, different reasons. So yeah, I think that we can put a stop here for now. you know, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shay.
You're welcome.
So I'm sure that you learned a lot from today's discussion and showing you how to apply to schools. It's not done. It's not. Exam is hard for most people. But this one, the instructions are there on the page. We'll drop the links to the website in the description box below. So do check it out. Check out the different school options, the admission processes, the courses you want. Because if you watched our previous video by now, you should have decided the course you want to study and most likely the school. So now is the time to start exploring and checking out their requirements and also applying for an admission there.
Yeah.
So
if you're hoping to come in the fall, that you're hoping to resume school in September, yeah, it's not. This is the time for you to apply, and you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't take so long to process your study permit. But this is a very good time to apply for the fall. I'm looking forward ahead of the fall and winter of 2022. It's still very possible that you can come here before the year runs out.
Yeah, we're rooting for you. All right, thank you very much.
Thank
so
you.
To have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So if you have questions, please do drop them in the comment section, and we'll be attending to them.
Yeah.
So see you. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye.
Bye.